Our curriculum offers 4 years of projects, and this is something we're nationally known for. So I'd like to hear from each of the panelists about a specific project that influenced you. So let's go in reverse order this time. Let's start with Andrea. Could you please describe an influential project?
Yeah, so throughout my years, I realized I was really interested in design and that initial part of a project, like talking to the customer and figuring out what their needs are and how you can help them. And so what the project that really stuck with me was the bike project, because it was my first experience with a long-term project that lasted over a year. And it was my first real experience sticking with a team for that long and like really producing a product after that year. And I just really enjoyed all the time that we took to really hone in on what the client needed and what they wanted. And then also really focusing on prototyping and meaningful prototypes, and then doing that with testing and doing that. So that was really my first exposure to the design process and how extensive it can be.
For me, the most influential project throughout the Madison Engineering program was my freshman year. We were offered the chance to create a modified instrument for local children. My group actually got to take on 2 students with specialized capabilities, and it was the first time that I was able to create a project for someone else. All of my prior engineering experience had really been small projects for me or to keep around the house, like little knickknacks to play with. And that was really impactful, actually getting to meet the students that I was working with, find out what little things that they liked, like what their favorite colors were and what kind of sounds that they enjoyed the most for the instrument that we were going to be giving them. And I think that really stuck with me through the rest of the program, is having projects that actually create an impact for somebody else rather than myself.
So my favorite project that I ever did was second semester freshman year. We did a tiny house, some aspects of a tiny house that you could incorporate for a client. Like Jojo said, I really liked having a client, being able to meet with them, talk with them, understand what their needs and wants are, to design something outside of yourself. It kind of made me realize that I was in the right spot when I decided I wanted to do engineering. I spent a lot of time in the wood shop again. I was able to use some of my things that made me, or I guess it was a creative outlet, and I was able to look at some things, not just the exterior portion of it, but also the interior and understanding design in that aspect. So that was definitely one of my favorite projects.
Most influential on my career so far, as I mentioned, is my capstone project, where I'm working on building a fuel-efficient vehicle. And of course, this led me to wanting to become an automotive engineer, but also I learned so much that will help me in any profession that I might end up in the future, such as just leadership. Like I said, I chose this project because I didn't know anything about cars, and I actually ended up becoming the team leader for a team of 10 engineering students. And it's not because I know the most about building a car or anything like that. It's just that I'm able to manage a team of 10, and we were supposed to compete in California. Of course, that got canceled this spring, unfortunately, but dealing with all the logistics and things that you don't really consider part of engineering, that really is. You'll take an engineering management class. You'll take 2 actually at JMU if you choose. to come here, and that really helps to teach you some of the business sides of things. And that's a lot of what I did in the capstone project, aside from actually designing and doing mechanical engineering and stuff, which was also extremely influential. But a lot of these projects have a lot of different things you learn that you wouldn't think that you would, which is awesome. And a lot of it has to do with working with a lot of other people and your professors, advisors, things like that.